Hey there, today we're going to decode something pretty amazing, an ancient map of you. It's a framework that takes us on a journey from our physical body all the way down to our deepest core. So let's start exploring.
So let me ask you a question, and just think about it for a second. Are you more than just your body and your mind? It's a huge question, right? But for thousands of years, yogic science has been digging into this, suggesting that who we think we are is actually a series of layers, kind of like a Russian doll, all covering our true essence. And this incredible model is called the Panchkosha. It's simple when you break it down. Pancha means 5, and kosha means sheath. So think of it like you're wearing 5 layers of clothing over your real self. And to truly understand who you are, well, you've got to get familiar with each and every layer. So here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to peel back each of these 5 sheets, starting with the one we can all see and touch, and then moving inward to the really subtle stuff. Let's kick things off with the layer we probably know best. First up is the Annamaya Kosha. Now, Anna literally translates to food. So this is our sheath made of food. It's our physical body, the most concrete, tangible layer of our existence. Simple enough, right? This layer is pretty straightforward. It's built and maintained by the food we eat. It's made up of the 5 core elements, and when it's out of balance, that's when we feel sick. But here's what's so powerful about this model. It doesn't just point out the problem. It gives us a clear set of tools to purify and maintain our physical health. And these practices might be way more familiar than you think. First, we have asana. Yep, those are yoga postures. Then there's upavasa, which is essentially fasting. Tattva Shuddhi is a set of practices designed to harmonize the core elements inside us. And finally, tapas is all about building that self-discipline and inner fire to make the whole system stronger. And let's just zoom in on asana for a second. What's so amazing here is that these poses are way more than just a good stretch. A posture like the shoulder stand you see on the left or the bow pose on the right is actually designed to give you a deep internal massage. It stimulates your organs and keeps your insides just as flexible and strong as your muscles. Pretty smart, huh? All right, so that's the hardware. But what's powering it? Let's move one layer deeper. Beneath the physical body, we find the Pranamaya Kosha. This is the sheath of vital energy. It's the life force that actually animates our physical form. You can think of this sheath as your body's energy blueprint, or its electrical grid. It's made of prana, that's the basic life force energy, and it flows through thousands of subtle channels called nadis. So, if the physical body is the computer hardware, this energy sheath is the electricity making it all run. So how do you work with this energy layer? The main tool is pranayama, which is really the science of breath control. The basic cycle is so simple, yet so powerful. You have puraka, a controlled inhale, then kumbhaka, where you hold the breath, and finally rechaka, a slow, full exhale. The idea is simple. If you can control your breath, you are literally at the steering wheel of your own vital energy. And beyond just breathing, there are even more advanced techniques. You've got bandhas or energy locks. These are subtle muscle contractions that actually help you direct where the prana flows. And then there are mudras, which are specific hand and body positions that act like circuit switches to guide and seal this energy inside you. Okay, time to go even deeper. We've talked about the body and its energy, but now we get to the Manomaya Kosha. This is the mental sheath. It's the home of our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions. That restless, chattering monkey in our head that never seems to stop? Yeah, this is the part of us that reacts to everything, that has desires, that forms attachments. It's the source of all that mental chatter we experience from moment to moment. Now, the goal here isn't to get rid of it. That's impossible. The real work is to transform it from a source of chaos into a tool for calm, focused awareness. So how in the world do you calm this layer down? Well, there are 2 key practices. The first is dhyana, which we all know as meditation. It's all about training the mind to just rest on a single point of focus. And another really powerful one is tradaka. This involves staring steadily at an object, like a candle flame, and it has this amazing ability to just quiet down all that mental noise. There's also a more subtle practice that deals with what are called the tanmatras, basically the root energies behind our senses. As you can see in this table, each sense is linked to a core element. The idea is, by refining how you perceive these basic sensations, you can actually master how your mind reacts to the whole world around you. Journeying even further inward, we get to the Vijnanamaya Kosha. This is the sheath of wisdom, of intellect, of that higher knowing. This isn't the chattering mind. This is the part of us that observes, that discerns and makes conscious choices.
So think of it like this. If the last sheath, the mind, is all about automatic thoughts and feelings, this wisdom sheath is about awareness. It's our ability to discriminate, to tell the difference between what's real and what's temporary illusion. The ultimate goal here is nothing short of self-realization, a profound and deep self-understanding.
Now, progress at this level is all about untangling 3 really deep-seated psychic knots, or granties. These are basically our core attachments that block our awareness. The first is our attachment to physical things and our own bodies. The second is our attachment to our emotional dramas and desires. And the third, and this is the trickiest one, is our attachment to our own ideas, our ego, and our individual identity. A key practice for this sheath is just beautifully simple. It's called So-Hum Sadhana. It just involves noticing the natural sound your breath already makes. The inhale creates a subtle so sound, and the exhale a hum sound. Simply by resting your awareness on this continuous, internal mantra, you can connect directly to a much deeper sense of who you are.
And finally, we've arrived at the very center, the innermost core of our being. This is the Anandamaya Kosha, the sheath of bliss. Now, this isn't the kind of happiness you get from buying something new or getting a compliment. That stuff comes and goes. This is described as a state of pure, unconditional joy and deep, deep peace. It's our fundamental nature, the actual experience of being that gets uncovered once the other 4 layers become clear and quiet. This ancient quote just captures the whole journey perfectly. It says that the fundamental nature of reality at its very core is bliss. The implication is just profound. Joy isn't something we need to go out and find. It's what's left over when we peel back all the other layers. It's who we already are. So, as we wrap this up, here's a final thought to take with you. As you go about your day, which of these 5 layers, the physical, the energetic, the mental, the intellectual, or that quiet sense of well-being, are you most aware of? The map is there. The exploration is all yours.